Yeah, I mean, obviously if you do get DMAC, that can be necessary, but a tire already does come up.
I do like how he didn't take the TP with the tire. However, Intensu is able to take it down. However, Octo is forced to use his lamp early, and because of that, Puffer just rotates around on the backline and kills Octo, Intensu, and his counterpart. How Degen goes down, but I don't think that's gonna matter at all. However, as I say that, Maverick is able to take down Puffer, and it does look like Fortunate Sons have it into this fight. Just as I say that, T for 2 goes down. However, that's straight out with a nice boop kill onto Solventic. The big shatter coming out from Red Knight is able to take out Peripheral and at one point, I believe. And it does look like that is going to be the end of this first round, as Peripheral is booped off the point and is unable to touch. Both Ryans are just thirsting for the shatter right now, and you can see it. Oh, Red Knight MTD! He cancels Puffer's shatter and hits 4 or 5 members, I believe. And Geometric really have much left in them to actually touch here.
Yeah, I mean, Intensu going down at the end there, they are going to get the TP, but that's not a great feed from them. But anyway, I'm not even going to touch. Okay.
He just has the space. The Echo doesn't really need that much space to really, like, she can be on the off angle. As Solventic hits a nice shot onto Intensu, I don't think they were ready for that pretty much at all, as Puffer is looking to jump up onto this high ground, especially when Touch just kind of drops off the high ground and leaves his Ana alone. Octo goes down super early into this fight, as Solventic is currently on a 3k, a 4k right now. That was incredible. They got the pick up of the Tracer, and then they just went.
Unfortunately, Sons, except that Nano and that engage with the Brig, if you can pull that off.
We do see the Nano Monkey, Copy Monkey double dive onto Touch. However, Flintlow's getting traded out, but with Octo going down, Fortune Sons now have 0 healing, and hopefully this time Geometric should be able to close it out, especially with Red Knight and Maverick going down. And I think they finally have this cap after 5 ults to use that fight. They finally got it done. Unable to stick anyone. Maverick trading the bomb back into the background and is able to take out Puffer as he was forced to use his bubble early. Jin copying the Tracer. Definitely interesting, but it could prove pivotal, especially with those pulse bombs. Gekko getting nanoed onto the point here. Just shove as much resources into the Diva as he also gets that rally as well. Jin gets his pulse bomb even by Maverick, but Maverick is taken out of mech with Touch going down. The Octo is kind of vulnerable now, and both Echoes getting traded on the point, and with Puffer back on the Wrecking Ball, this should be a cap for Geometric, and it is.
Are they there for Fortunate Sons? They're going to king into the Ash here, if you are in Tetsu, and that's going to be a good king. I don't think the Genji was working, considering they were playing into a Monkey and a Beam hero, and the Gravity's already going to come through, but that's not going to get anything else going to get into the yeah. Wow, and that's going to be a cap here.
Maverick doing the closest thing you can do to a Diva teabag as he stands on his body and shakes his head no. I like that. I like the attitude.
Go through one more fight, and these fights have been reasonably close. I don't know. I mean, Solventic hasn't been carrying as much as they were.
Oh, if Flintlow's getting picked up onto the pick off in the background, is Intensu showing that he can also play Ashe at this really high level for this game so far, as he's pretty much been giving us. Oh, they C9'd.
C9. Oh god, that's not gonna feel good if you're Geometric. That is not gonna feel good at all. And we're gonna have a few staggers coming out now. We're gonna have
into the backline as Jin on the Reaper is taken out pretty much before he can do anything, and it does look like Fortunate Sons just have too many people and too much HP onto this point for Geometric to pretty much do anything. They are into overtime now, so it is very close so far. With Red Knight going down, that actually could be pivotal. But with Gekido and especially Jin dead now, Puffer's pretty much the only one left on this point, unless Solventic can pull a clutch play out of nowhere. But Octo is able to take him down, and with another bomb into this fight, I believe that's his second one, taking pretty much thrown into the backline and taking out Flintlow's, which Gekido is able to touch, but I do not think it's going to matter, as Fortunate Sons should cap this point eventually. Okay, they are finally able to do that. That was a very
in Tetsu, and they've been playing well.
Gets hacked and antied again. They force out the lamp, but I don't think it's really gonna matter. Like, the lamp isn't gonna be able to do much, especially if Puffer goes down. Touch going down is a lot of healing down for the side of Fortunate Sons, but with the Bob out, I don't think it's gonna end up mattering, especially since pretty much all of Geometric are dead, and that Bob ended up getting a 2k. I think into the corner. However, as I say that, Solventic just takes him out with no remorse. And now there's really only 10 seconds left. If Touch can get this res off, it could be huge. With especially if Puffer dies trying to stop it. And now with the Pharah back up, Red Knight, Puffer being dead, Fortunate Son should be able to just take this map just with superior health and damage. And Gekido kind of being the last domino falling here for the hopes and dreams of Geometric on this map. And the cap does come out as Fortunate Sons take a pretty dominant, I guess you'd say. I think that's the second or third Bob so far this round, as Jin barely gets the touch up and he just dies immediately. Puffer should be soon to follow. However, with Maverick going down, this might be an interesting fight. Solventic is taking down the Baby Diva, so there's no chance for that remake. However, he is forced to jump straight onto that point. With the bomb from Gekido finding space and the res onto Puffer, this might actually be this is a winnable fight, especially if they can't touch. However, Octo is forced onto that low ground, and that is not good for Fortunate Sons. With Red Knight going down, Octo going down, the Nano onto Gekido, and that's just too much for Fortunate Sons to handle as they, in a weird way, lose first point. Despite off of that. Red Knight jumping up onto the high ground, immediately getting antied and taking down to 1 HP. He just goes down, and that should be the go button for Geometric, as they do take down Tetsu, force out the res, but he's not in a very good spot to continue doing damage, especially since Octo is kind of caught out alone and is forced off the high ground. With going down to that bomb, that's not really what you want to see. However, with the res, it shouldn't matter too much. But if Geometric don't close this out soon, they actually have a chance of losing this fight, especially Red Knight is back. But with Maverick and Octo going down yet again, Geometric should finally win this fight. As I say that, they lose their Ana, and this fight is just taking longer and longer. And with Gekido going down, oh, but there's the Jin we wanted to see with a 3-man Death Blossom. He is traded out, but with Solventic just getting as much space as he wants now, this should finally, unless I just caster cursed it again, this should finally be the cap for. I think I caster cursed it. As the bomb comes out onto point, Puffer goes down, and I don't really know how Fortunate Sons won that.
Yeah, we're gonna see that primal straight off.
Red Knight making cut out, but he does have primal.
Yeah. The bomb already come through here. Do you think
they're C9.
Okay. Why? Fortunate Sons were doing so well there, and they get C9 that right at the end, and I don't know how, because the fight is still ongoing now.
And we got our first mech. We got our first remech kill of the series.
You have an over-aggression from Puffer. Maverick has the mech, and the bomb comes up.
Oh, the bomb! Just fell. Oh, Jin in the back line, another 3-man. Oh, but the Shatter coming out, taking 2 out, and this copy, the Diva Bomb, might actually be huge. Unfortunately, it doesn't get anything, but that is a lot of HP onto the point. But with him getting taken out of that copy form, and with Intensa going down in the backline, somehow, some way, it took 3 overtime fights. Geometric cap, quite have it yet. However, I don't think it really matters that he didn't, because he was able to buy a lot of time and space for his team to kind of, throw Bob onto point. But as I say that, the counter dive is huge as 3 members of Geometric are taken out. But Puffer finally building up that primal is able to take down Octo, and that's a lot of the healing gone for the side of Fortunate Sons. He is taken down onto this point, and unless we see another massive stall coming out from Geometric, this fight is going to be over. Maybe another Reaper ult? It's gonna be very difficult. She's going for it.
Okay.
It forces out the rally, and pretty much all of the DM. If her teammates can show up, then it might be a winnable fight. But taken out by Intensu, who's the only one left until this point. If he goes down, then this spells doom for Geometric. The nice anti onto both of Geometric's tanks. Octo really proving pivotal for this Fortune Sons team. And with the final pick on the Gekido, they should be able to cap. Get onto the team. It forces out the beat way earlier than you'd want. And Puffer dropped down very low and now has almost no healing. And he's so close to that Shatter, but it does not look like he's going to use that. T for 2 is most of the is taken down into the backline as Jen proving that flank Reaper is really how you should play Reaper. And Red Knight, as I say that, Red Knight just pins into the backline, takes her out, and then solo shatters a Baby Diva, and they cap with 52 seconds left. He just barely gets back on as Puffer goes for a hero play, and Tetsu built a Bob and used it in 50 seconds.
This just shows.
And it takes out Geometric's map. Gekido falling
It shows the
very
mechanical
low.
prowess of this player, and the game, the T2 and Tetsu just completely denying all the space and all of the landing in Watch Point Gibraltar, and this is crazy. It's incredible what they're doing here.
And Red Knight, I think he touched the spawn door there with that Primal Rage to pretty much just, you know, put a stamp on this series. Which is pretty much like, I'm better. I'm in your spawn in map 3, and with the Diva Bomb gives T4 enough space to take Jin out on the high ground and force that res out instantly, and he dies again to Intetsu. Really just writing the narrative for us on this DPS div. However, Red Knight going down might actually be pretty bad for Fortunate Sons here. However, Maverick, Baby Diva taking out Gekido, and Red Knight getting rezzed up into that backline. I'm not really sure how he got the space to do that. And right now, I believe it's a 6v2, and with Puffer going down, yeah, that's going to be the end of the series. And you know, other than Hollywood, that was a pretty dominant win.
Yeah.